How's it going? So, I'm currently exhausted. Um, I spent almost 5 hours today in the gym collectively, in two different sessions. Probably overtraining because I've been doing this now for the last 4 or 5 days. I've spent at least 4 hours. Yeah, that's probably an overtraining thing. It's probably gonna hurt me more than anything. But at the moment, it's like I just want to be in the gym. I just want to be there. I just want to work out. I'm just really loving that at the moment. Just where I'm at right now in life, it has been my. I like to say it's my sanctuary. Like it's just an area where I know when I'm there, I'm doing something positive. I'm doing something that I'm going to be proud of one day, or I'm going to be like, hey, I got into shape. You know why I got in shape? Because I spent so much time in that building, working on myself, working on my body, and the mental um, effects of that too are so great, man. It's just a win-win being in the gym. It really is. Um, but I will say, today in particularly, I kind of woke up feeling feeling kind of shitty, kind of feeling like there's a lot of question marks in my life personally at the moment. When it comes to my employment, when it comes to making money. I quit my job last week. It was not like I just quit. I didn't just quit out of nowhere. Like I put a 2 week notice. I actually worked 3 weeks. I worked 3 weeks past that 2 week notice. It's a long story with that job. It's a job I've worked at for over 5 years now. Anyways, it's just it's somewhere where I know I ain't gonna grow, and I've known that for years, man. I've known that for fucking years. That this building, being here, I'm not gonna become the man I want to become. It's not in my long-term plan to be at this place. But I've always just stayed because I've been comfortable. I got very comfortable there. And there's a lot of people there that I love. There's a lot of people there that are one of one. You know what I mean? Like seriously. But it's just time for me to move on, man. I there's just a feeling inside of me being there. It's like, man, this is not where I'm supposed to be. But at the same time, at the moment, I don't have a job. I'm technically unemployed. I have ways to make money. Not like that. Not like that, okay? But no, I do DoorDash. I sell shoes. I'm a little bit in the stocks, not extremely, but a little bit. I'm trying to get more into it. So I have ways to keep myself above water for the time being, as I'm trying to find a new job. I just had to get out of that job. At least have like a month away from there and kind of just see how I feel if I want to come back and work. In reality, I kind of feel like maybe I'll work there just a few days a week because I could work there. It's a restaurant. They would not care if I said, hey, I can only work Friday and Saturday. They'd be like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Like that's that type of job. It's one of those type of jobs. It's not really, it's not like a high quality type of job, I guess. Anyway, I was just stressed out today. I was stressed out thinking about life, being like, damn, what is gonna happen? Am I really making good decisions? Because I will say there's two things in my life that one was gone for a long time, and that's weed. I went 7 months without weed, and then I relapsed, and I relapsed pretty hard, to be honest. That being just this last 10 days. Like this last 10 days, I smoked 9 out of 10 of the last days. It's just I threw away my remaining weed, so yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself. I told myself when I first smoked it the first time. I said, hey, just one time, just enjoy. It's been a long time, and it turned to me smoking like 12 or 13 times in the next the next 9 following days. So, yeah, not proud of that. The second thing is porn. Porn is something that's been my biggest issue in life, man. Like, it's something I gotta sit down and talk about. Like, I could probably talk about it for 30 hours worth of talking about that shit, man, of how much it's fucked my life. And I feel like when I'm smoking weed, my guard is just, whatever guard is there, just fucking disappears. And I'll smoke weed and I'll just jerk off the porn. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much how my last 10 days have went, is those two things. But the one positive thing I got going for myself right now is the fact that I've been going to the gym every day for pretty much 4 to 5 hours. So it's not all thunderclouds and rain. There's also a rainbow. You know, I don't know what that reference was or whatever. Anyway, the point being is that life is gonna get stressful. It's gonna, like, honestly, there's a little bit earlier today where I just felt like my chest just felt empty. I was also thinking about, my job. Like, damn, I just left my job. I'm not gonna see these people anymore. There's one situation which I've talked about a lot, if you have watched my videos prior to this, about a girl. It's like, damn, she's really out of my life now. You know what I mean? Like, she worked there, or she does work there, and she's really out of my life now. I'm even getting emotional right now, bro. It's just, change is scary. It's fucking scary, but it's necessary, and it's inevitable. Like, life will never stay the same. People are gonna come and go. Jobs are gonna come and go. Everything's gonna come and go, man. Like, we come and go. We only live on this planet for, the average is like 75 years probably, right? Which that's also something that's probably gonna go down with how unhealthy we are. Anyway, that's a topic for an entirely different day. But the point being is, we have a very, very limited time on this planet, and I feel like spending it stressing about tomorrow is gonna get you nowhere today. You know what I mean? Like, stressing about tomorrow is gonna get you nowhere today. I feel like that just kind of says it. And I do think there's a lot of things in this world that kind of make things easier to be stressed over, I would say. But you just got to find a way to go through it. Just get through that stuff and just realize, hey, everything will work out. If you really look at it, right? If it don't work out, then try again. You know what I mean? If things don't go your way, well, then they weren't meant to go your way. If you failed at this thing and you failed this time, we'll try it again. You might succeed next time, or you might fail again. You might fail again. You might fail another time. Might fail 100 times. But until that heart that you got in your chest, until that stops beating, it's not over, man. And that's why I say, at the end of the day, everything will be okay, because everything that happens is what was supposed to happen. Like, I live by that. I truly believe that everything happens for a specific reason. Everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And that's why it's like, hey, if things didn't work out, it's like, oh, I fucked up and I should have done this and that. It's like, no, you did what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You did. And That's why I say, like, you know, what's the point of really stressing over shit, man? You know, it's happening the way it's supposed to. And at the end of the day, like I said, we're all gonna fucking die. We're all gonna die, and the simulation that we're living, all this shit is just gonna go away, man. And it's like, you'll be remembered by a few people, you'll be talked about, and, you know, at the dinner table with, you know, relatives and stuff, but eventually they're gonna die too. And eventually it's like you never existed. I know I know how I just said that was extremely depressing, but it's pretty accurate for most of us, you know. Unless you do something that is extremely memorable, where, you know, you get a day on the calendar after you or something like that, like Martin Luther King or Abraham Lincoln. I mean, in like 99% of us, we will eventually be forgotten, like we never existed. You know what I mean? Like, that is, it's a scary fact, but at the same time, that should make you realize, like, damn, I'm really stressing about shit that don't matter. Like, it don't matter. It really don't. So, you know, it's just, keep your head up, you know. Try to keep your head up. That's what I tell myself, man. Like, I had years of just being down in the dumps, being stressed out over the smallest stuff, the smallest insignificant stuff. And I'm happy I woke up. You know, I'm happy that I'm waking up. I'm happy that I'm making better decisions. I'm happy that I'm learning. You know what I mean? And you can too. You can too, right? Like, just because maybe you don't have the most confidence in yourself today, or you're just stressed out over stuff that, even though you know you probably shouldn't be, you are. That's okay, man. You can change. You can change, because guess what? You're still breathing. Your heart's still pumping blood and oxygen. Oxygen. Can I not say that word? Oxygen. I haven't said that word in a while, apparently. Oxygen. Your heart is still pumping blood and oxygen throughout your body. Goddamn, I'm really struggling right now. But yeah, just want to make this quick video, just talking about this, man. I'm extremely fucking tired, but yeah, catch you later.